The call of the wild is strong in me. It has always been there. Deep inside my spirit, like a drum beating, it constantly pulls me forward, to explore new places, to discover hidden truths, and to face the toughest challenges head-on. Many people prefer comfort and predictable safety. I understand that choice, but I am built differently. I need the wild places, the demanding journeys. They make me feel truly alive, testing my very core. This powerful feeling is what drives me, always. The world is a vast and amazing place, full of wonder. So many incredible environments are waiting to be explored. Towering mountains that pierce the clouds, dense, humid jungles teeming with unseen life, vast, scorching deserts that stretch to the horizon. Each one of these places presents a unique test, and each one of them is a powerful teacher. I actively seek out these difficult tests. I'm always eager to learn the lessons they offer. It's about pushing boundaries, mine and nature's. This isn't about going on relaxing holidays for me. This is about raw survival, pure and simple. It's about pushing your personal limits further each time, finding out what you are truly made of deep down, when everything around you starts to go wrong. That is often when the real adventure truly begins. It is incredibly tough, believe me, it really is, but the rewards are beyond measure. You discover strength you never knew you possessed, and a connection to something bigger than yourself. So I invite you to join me on some epic journeys. Feel the adrenaline, the rush of pure thrill. Understand the real and constant danger involved. Perhaps you will even discover the wild spirit in you too. That spark of adventure lives in many of us. Adventure is out there, waiting in the wild. You just have to be brave enough to answer its call. Are you ready to step out of your comfort zone? The greatest stories are found beyond familiar paths. Let's go and find them together. Our first stop on this journey is the mighty Amazon. This is the biggest, wildest rainforest on our planet Earth. It's like a giant green monster, beautiful and terrifying. Beautiful, yes, with its vibrant colors and diverse life, but also incredibly deadly if you're not prepared. The air here is thick with moisture, almost heavy. You can almost drink it. It's so humid. It's always hot, always wet, and absolutely full of life. Everywhere you look, something is growing or moving. This place demands respect from the very first step. We arrive at the edge of the jungle by a small, rickety boat. The river we travel on is incredibly wide and muddy. It looks like a huge brown snake winding through the green. Giant trees crowd the riverbanks, forming a dense wall. They're so tall their canopy blocks out most of the sun. The sounds of the jungle are almost deafening here. Monkeys are chattering high above in the trees. Strange birds call out with exotic songs and cries. Insects buzz and click. A constant, overwhelming chorus. It's a symphony of the wild, playing day and night. Stepping off the boat and into the jungle itself, it feels like you are entering a completely different world. It's much darker under the thick canopy of leaves. A mysterious atmosphere hangs in the damp air. Everything you touch is wet, or at least damp. The ground is soft and muddy, a treacherous carpet. You often sink a little with every single step you take. You must always watch very carefully where you tread. Many different kinds of creatures hide here unseen. Some of them are not friendly at all. The challenge ahead is stark and very clear. We must survive in this unforgiving environment. We need to find safe food to eat. We need to find clean water to drink, and we must navigate this endless, confusing green maze. The jungle doesn't care if you are strong or clever. It tests your spirit, your resolve, your will to live. Your mental toughness is just as important as physical skill. This is where the real hard work of survival starts, and the jungle watches your every move. Water is absolutely essential for life anywhere you go, but the water in the main Amazon rivers can be dangerous. It can be full of hungry piranhas with sharp teeth, or large caiman watching silently from the banks. You must be incredibly careful when you approach the water. We managed to find a small, clear stream further inland. The water looked much cleaner, flowing over rocks, but we still needed to boil it thoroughly before drinking. Always purify your water in the wild. This is a key survival rule you cannot ignore. Food is actually everywhere in the Amazon, if you know where to look, and if you're brave enough to try new things. There are fat, juicy grubs hidden in rotting logs. Many different kinds of insects can provide protein. Strange, colorful fruits hang from the trees and vines. They are not always tasty, some are quite bitter, but they give you the energy you need to keep going. We also set simple traps to try and catch fish. Patience is always needed when hunting or trapping. The jungle provides, but you must work hard for its gifts. Dangers are constant in this green world, lurking everywhere. Venomous snakes hide perfectly among the fallen leaves. Brightly colored poison dart frogs hop on the forest floor. Their beautiful skin is a warning of the toxins within. Big hairy spiders, some as large as your hand, watch from webs. One wrong step, one careless moment, one bite. That could be fatal out here, far from any help. We even saw a fresh jaguar track in the soft mud. Huge paws, a clear sign of a powerful predator, a stark reminder that we are not alone in this place, and certainly not at the top of the food chain here. We decided to build a raft to travel further downriver. This would be faster than struggling through the dense undergrowth. We used strong, lightweight bamboo poles we found nearby and tied them together securely with tough vines. It was a risky plan. The river was unpredictable. The current was surprisingly strong in places. We faced some rough rapids that tossed us around. We got completely soaked head to toe many times, but we held on tight and we kept going forward. Teamwork and communication were absolutely vital for success. Never ever give up. That's the Amazon way. Next, we face a completely different kind of beast. The vast, imposing Sahara Desert in North Africa. Imagine miles and miles of nothing but sand. Endless, rolling dunes stretching as far as eyes can see. The sun here is like a relentless hammer in the sky, beating down on you with incredible, fierce intensity. There is absolutely no mercy to be found from its rays. The heat is intense, almost unimaginable for some, like being trapped inside a giant convection oven. This place has the power to break even the strongest will. We always aim to start our long treks at dawn. The desert sand is cool underfoot at that early hour, but soon as the sun climbs higher, it begins to burn. The silence in the desert is huge, almost overwhelming. It's so different from the constant noise of the jungle. Here you only hear the sound of the whispering wind. It seems to whisper ancient secrets across the dunes. Or perhaps it carries warnings of dangers yet to come. You feel incredibly small and vulnerable out here, lost in an ocean of golden sand. Navigation in this landscape is incredibly tough. There are very few permanent landmarks to guide you. Just endless sand, and then even more sand beyond that. The sun becomes your primary guide during the daytime, and the bright, clear stars are your map at night. Get your calculations wrong, lose your bearings, and you are truly, dangerously lost in this wasteland. Being lost here means you're in very big trouble. Water is absolutely everything in the desert. It is far more precious than any gold or jewel. The desert is undeniably beautiful in its own unique way. It is stark, harsh, and seemingly empty of life, but the sunsets here are absolutely amazing to witness. Incredible shades of reds, oranges, and deep purples. They paint the entire western sky with fiery colors. At night, when the heat finally subsides a little, the stars in the dark sky are so incredibly bright they look like millions of diamonds scattered on black velvet. It's a stunning display of nature's raw, untamed power, a reminder of the universe's grand scale. Section 5, Saharan endurance, water, wind, and an unbroken will. Finding any source of water is the constant daily battle. This struggle for hydration dominates your every thought. We learn to look for subtle signs in the landscape. Ancient dry riverbeds might hide water deep below. Certain types of hardy plants can indicate moisture. Sometimes your only option is to dig into the sand, and then you just hope that you find something. We were lucky once and found a small, hidden oasis. It felt like witnessing a true miracle in the sand. The water tasted like life itself, so pure and sweet. That moment of relief is something I will never forget. The wind in the desert can be a formidable enemy. Powerful sandstorms can appear very suddenly with little warning. The clear blue sky can turn dark and ominous quickly. Then the wind howls and sand gets absolutely everywhere. It stings your exposed eyes, making it hard to see. It chokes your breath, filling your nose and mouth. You have to find some form of shelter immediately or cover yourself completely with any cloth you have, and then you just wait for the storm to pass. This is a true test of patience and endurance. We faced a huge, daunting field of massive sand dunes. They looked like giant golden mountains made of sand. Climbing them was incredibly exhausting and slow work. For every tiring step you took upwards on the soft slope, you often slid half a step back down again. Your leg muscles burn with the intense effort. Your lungs ache for more air in the dry heat. But the view from the very top of a high dune, it was always incredible. Worth all the struggle. A vast, silent sea of sand, untouched by humans, stretching out in every direction to the horizon. Dehydration is a constant and very serious threat here. You drink water, but you sweat it out so fast. The dry air just pulls the moisture from your body. We quickly learn to conserve our precious energy, to move slowly and deliberately during the midday heat, to rest in any shade we could find whenever possible. Your body is like a complex machine, especially here. You must look after it carefully, listen to its signals. It needs fuel, water, and rest to function properly, especially in an extreme environment like the Sahara. Respect its limits, or you will pay the price. Section 6. Himalayan Peaks Ascending to a Frozen Realm. From the burning sands of the desert we move to freezing peaks. Our next great adventure takes us to the Himalayas. This incredible mountain range is the roof of the world, home to the highest and most majestic mountains on Earth. They are covered in permanent snow and vast glaciers of ice. These colossal peaks inspire both awe and a deep fear. This is a serious, life-threatening challenge we face. Climbing in these high altitudes is not for the faint-hearted. It demands courage, skill, and immense respect for the environment. One mistake here can have ultimate consequences. We begin our journey in the lower foothills of the range. Here the landscape is still green with fertile valleys. We pass through small, traditional mountain villages. The local people are often very friendly and welcoming, but soon the well-worn path starts to climb steeply. Higher and higher we ascend, day after day. The air around us gets noticeably thinner as we climb. It also becomes much colder, especially at night. Every step you take requires more physical effort now. Your body really starts to feel the effects of the altitude. The views from the trail are absolutely breathtaking. Massive snow-capped giants surround us on all sides. Famous peaks like Annapurna and Dhaulagiri dominate the skyline. Their names echo with tales of adventure, courage, and tragedy. The sheer scale of everything here is immense, almost overwhelming. You feel like a tiny, insignificant speck of dust, lost in a vast, silent world of rock, snow, and ice titans. It's a humbling experience to be among such grandeur. It puts your own life and problems into perspective. Nature's power is on full display here. Our specific goal on this expedition is a high mountain pass. It's not one of the famous 8,000-meter summits, but it is still a massive and dangerous undertaking. We need specialized equipment for this icy realm. Strong ropes for safety on steep sections and glaciers, sharp ice axes to cut steps and for self-arrest, pointed crampons to bite into the hard ice underfoot. This is special gear designed for a very special place. The mountain always sets the rules in its domain. We must respect those rules implicitly, or we will surely pay a very heavy price. Section 7. Himalayan Challenge, Thin Air, Treacherous Ice and True Grit. Altitude sickness or acute mountain sickness is a real danger. It can cause severe headaches, persistent nausea and extreme fatigue. If ignored, it can stop your climb or even worse. It can lead to life-threatening conditions like haze or HAPE. So we always acclimatize slowly and carefully to the thin air. The golden rule is to climb high during the day but sleep low. This allows your body to gradually adapt to less oxygen. You must listen very carefully to what your body is telling you. Don't try to push too hard or go up too fast. High-altitude climbing is a marathon, not a short sprint. We have to cross large, slow-moving glaciers on our route. These are essentially rivers of solid ice, constantly shifting. They are often full of deep, hidden crevasses. These are massive cracks in the ice, sometimes hundreds of feet deep. They can be concealed by a thin, fragile layer of fresh snow. One wrong step, one moment of lost concentration, and you could fall. So, we always rope up together for safety on glaciers. The lead climber carefully probes the snow ahead with an axe. Every movement we make is careful, deliberate, and calculated. Total focus and concentration are absolutely everything up here. The weather in the high Himalayas changes incredibly fast. 1 minute, you can have bright sunshine and clear skies. The very next, a furious blizzard can engulf you completely, creating whiteout conditions where you can't see a thing. We had to dig an emergency snow cave once during a storm. We huddled inside its cold, cramped space for many hours, waiting for the fierce wind and snow to finally pass. It was freezing cold and uncomfortable, but we were safe. Sometimes survival means knowing when to stop and take shelter. Patience and good decision-making are crucial. Reaching the summit of the high pass was incredibly tough. The final push was a brutal test of endurance. The air was painfully thin, making every breath a struggle. Our lungs were burning, desperate for more oxygen. Our fingers and toes were numb with the biting cold, but we pushed on step by agonizing step together, and then finally we made it to the top. The feeling at that moment, it's almost indescribable. A huge wave of relief washed over us, immense pride in what we had accomplished as a team, and a deep sense of humility before these great mountains. Looking out at the world spread out far below, it was worth every single struggle, every ounce of effort. Section 8, Lessons Forged in Extremes. What the Wild Teaches. These challenging adventures are so much more than just travel. They are like intense practical schools of life. The wild is often a very harsh and unforgiving teacher, but the lessons it imparts are incredibly valuable. These are lessons that you don't ever forget. They become deeply ingrained, a permanent part of you. They help to shape who you are as a person and how you view the world around you. You learn about your strengths and your weaknesses too. This knowledge is powerful and hard-earned. Resourcefulness is absolutely key to survival in these places. Learning to use whatever you have at your disposal, making essential tools from natural materials around you, finding or building effective shelter from the elements, the jungle, the desert, the high mountains. They all demand this ability to improvise and adapt. You quickly learn to think creatively outside the box, to solve unexpected problems with very limited resources. It's truly amazing what you can improvise under pressure. Necessity really is the mother of invention out there. Mental strength, or what I call your survival mindset. This is often the biggest and most important battle you face. Your tired body often screams at you to stop. Your mind can become filled with doubt and fear, but you must find a way to keep going forward. You have to dig deep and find that inner fire, that stubborn refusal to quit no matter what. This mental fortitude is what separates true survivors from those who might unfortunately become victims. It's about resilience and never losing hope. A profound respect for nature is another vital lesson, for its awesome power, its breathtaking beauty, and also for its complete indifference to your struggles. We humans are just small parts of this vast ecosystem. We are definitely not the masters of it, despite our technology. These wild places teach a deep and lasting humility. They remind us of our responsibility to protect our planet. It's the only home we have, and it is truly incredible. We must be good stewards of this precious gift for ourselves and for future generations. Section 9, Conclusion. The adventure continues within. When you finally return back home from such an expedition, the ordinary everyday world often looks and feels different. The daily challenges and stresses of normal life, they somehow seem smaller, more manageable now. You carry the spirit of the wild inside you, a quiet inner strength, a newfound confidence, a much deeper understanding of yourself, your capabilities, and of the intricate world that surrounds you. These intense, raw experiences genuinely change you forever. They leave an indelible mark on your soul. The important lessons learned in these extreme environments, they are not just for survival in remote, wild places. They apply directly to many aspects of everyday life: perseverance in the face of difficulty or setbacks, creative problem solving when things don't go to plan, staying calm and focused when you are under pressure. These are valuable skills for everyone in any situation. Every single day presents opportunities to use them. You can find your own adventures, your own challenges. They don't have to be on a grand scale. The call of the wild is always there for me. Sometimes it's a loud roar, sometimes a gentle whisper. A constant reminder of what else is out there. There is always more to explore in this world. There are always more lessons to learn about life. There is always more to become as a human being. It's a journey of discovery that truly has no end. And that, for me, is the real beauty of it. Always pushing forward, always seeking, always growing. The horizon is always beckoning with new possibilities. So I ask you, what's your next adventure going to be? It doesn't have to be the Amazon rainforest or the highest peaks of the Himalayas, of course. It can be absolutely anything that pushes you, anything that makes you grow as an individual, anything that makes you feel truly deeply alive. Find that challenge, whatever it may be for you. Embrace it with all your heart and spirit, and remember this above all: never ever give up. The world is waiting for you to explore it.